This at the same time isn't my Wi-Fi or computer. I don't know which one can't handle it, but one of them can't, so we got to do it this way. But yes, I was discussing earlier just like autonomy. Oh. Having autonomy over your mind, body, and spirit. I've noticed nowadays how quickly people want to have autonomy over you. And you may not notice it because it doesn't seem like their desire to have autonomy over you. But it is. A lot of actions are people's desire to try to to try to say oh, I'm big man. You know what I mean? And that has to do with autonomy. It has to do with how you feel about yourself, and how free you feel you are. All right, give me 1 second, because for whatever reason, this is now not working. When I say I want a new computer, I mean I don't even want it. I need it. I need it. But yes, it just, I'm wondering, not wondering, but I'm learning every single day, every minute of the day to just have more autonomy over myself. Like, everybody's actions cannot mean so much every time I arise, if you understand what I mean. You know what I mean? My arrival, essentially me waking up and me arising, that is mine alone. That is nobody else's. They do not get to effectively affect that arrival. You understand what I mean? And you as a human, you have to understand how you're allowing others to affect your autonomy. And is one that promotes followers. Anytime you have the spirit of a non-follower, anytime you have the spirit of somebody who has autonomy over themselves, and sovereignty over their mind, body, and spirit, people around you are always going to try to take that from you. They're always going to try to diminish your character, try to diminish your confidence. They're who you are, because they know that who you are is yours, right? Don't let people convince you that they don't know that they are not them, if you understand what I mean. Because if you know that I am me, then you damn sure know that you are not you. In a sense of, if you know that I have full control over my autonomy, right? And I make all of my decisions, and I'm as powerful as I am, then you know that you are not as powerful as you want to be, as you ought to be, as you thought you were. Because especially when you see me in my power, it changes your perception. It changes a lot of people's, when you are a very powerful individual in spirit, mind, and body, it changes people's perceptions of how powerful they actually are in their spirit, in their mind, in their body. And some people can take that and run with it in a sense of, okay, well, I need to do better. I need to do better by myself. I need to do better for myself, da 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 da. And some people will take that and they'll hate you for it. They'll hate you just because you have more autonomy over your own mind. I've not only have I gone through it, but I see it. I see a critical thinker When you are a critical thinker in this society, and when you're somebody who thinks for themselves, who acts for themselves, who does not need an okay from anybody, and people think that you need money, wealth, and all that, and power to do that. Power comes from within. That is a power, to be able to not be affected by an entire society telling you to do this and to do that and to be this and to be that. That takes power. That takes power over your mind. Because everyone else around you doesn't have enough power to be able to be like, no, I'm not going to be that. I'm going to be who I am. We live in a society of followers, of people who do not make their own decisions in life. You know what I mean? They think that they're making their own decisions, but they're just following every decision that everybody before them ever made. Nothing is different in that family tree. You grew up, you got married, you had kids, you died. That was literally the crux. That has literally been the crux of so many people's family generations. Grow up, have kids, die. There's nothing else that you do. There's nothing else that you've done. So that is why when you are not that person, and when you've had full autonomy over your life, because that is not full autonomy over your life, because that is the guide that this nation has given you since we were children. Grow up, get a job, get married, have kids, die. So that is not full autonomy over your life. That is exactly where they told you to be and where they wanted you to be. But having full autonomy over yourself is just as easy as deciding you no longer want to deal with that person that has been causing you grief. If you understand what I mean. Having full autonomy over yourself, and that may not be an easy process, but I'm saying it is just as easy. So the same process that it takes to decide that somebody no longer just gets access to you, your mind, your body, and your spirit, it is the same process where you decide you no longer give access. You no longer are this person who intakes all of what society wants from them. You are this person who decides what you want, what you need. That is sovereignty over your mind. That is sovereignty over your body, right? We think that going to work and getting this money and doing a lot of the things we do on a daily basis is our own choices. It's not. It's not. And that's why on a daily basis, every day that I wake up, and every time I decide to make my own choice, I have somebody coming trying to interrupt that choice, because they don't have autonomy over their choices. When they realize that I'm making a choice that is mine, that belongs to me, and that benefits me, it upsets them, because they realize they don't have that power. And that's a lot of the people in your family when you're trying to figure out, like, why do these people like feel such a way towards me? Like, why are we having these issues? Well, more than likely it's because they are upset about how much autonomy you have over yourself. I remember growing up, I couldn't understand so much. I just couldn't understand why someone else's sexuality or life choices in general has anything to do with anyone else. And you know why? You know why our world makes it seem like your individual choice of sexuality or gender identity or who you want to love, whether that be black, white, whatever it is, you know why? It's because that was your autonomy, right? And you chose that. You had the power enough to take your mind back, your body back, and your spirit back and say, no, this is what I want for myself. This is what I'm going to do for myself. This is what me. Because it is your life. No one else wakes up as you. So why in any world, in any history, in any manner, would you ever give your autonomy, your decision making, to anyone else over your life. You wouldn't. You wouldn't. If you were smart, you wouldn't. You wouldn't allow the way that people view you, who are already unhappy in their own lives, who are already miserable in their own lives. It doesn't make sense to me. I would never allow somebody who is already miserable in their own life to share their opinion on me to me. I would never allow it. You are miserable in your own life. You are not happy. Why would I allow you to extend that misery to me? Especially if I am happy. And I know that you see that I am happy. And I know that you see that I have autonomy over my happiness. Why would I allow you to do that? And that's why they made the phrase misery loves company. Because there is not an example in this world that can't prove that to you. That misery loves company in every way, shape, or form. Misery loves company. And so that's why I tell you, freedom is your choice. It is a choice, but it is your choice. Because misery loves company. In order to keep that misery company, you have to say yes. Do you understand what I mean? Misery loves company. In order to keep that misery company, you have to say yes. So it is a choice. So when people are doing all these things around you and you feel that energy of misery wanting company, you got to make the choice to turn that other cheek and go the other way. And that's what I do on a daily basis. I don't keep misery company anymore. You know what I mean? I'm learning to. I'm learning not to keep misery company anymore, because what am I doing that? If I'm not miserable, why do I keep joining the miserable company? You understand what I mean? And we do it a lot. We'll be happy in our own perspectives, but because people around us are not happy and they want that company, are not happy and they want that company, we will switch up. We will switch up our whole energy, our whole everything, because we're not even realizing. We're not even realizing they sucked us in. They sucked you in real quick and real easy. They said, oh, you think you have... No, I didn't ask to exit. Okay, is there something going on with my mouse? What's the tea? Hello? They say, you think you have autonomy over yourself? Let me show you how much autonomy you don't have. And that's the realization I came to, where I said, oh no, that can't be me, right? You can't think you've completed your task on my time. No. No. Not on my time. Not on my time. No. When you've been through A, B, and C, when you've been through... Y'all, I want to throw my Chromebook. I want to throw my Chromebook to the fucking wayside. I want to throw my Chromebook to the wayside. This is a waste man Chromebook. Me not like this Chromebook. This is a waste man Chromebook. Chromebook is a waste. Fuck. Waste man Verizon. Waste man. Me tired. Me tired of paying $350. I mean, I can't get not a good connection for one day. Not one day me can get a good connection. A waste. A waste. We're not trying to continue or every day plug in and plug out. Me tired. Waste. What's a waste? I spend all this money and I cannot get products that do what the fuck they say they do. Granted, this fucking Chromebook is like 80 years old. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. I think this Chromebook is like from 2016, so it's 10 years old. Damn. 2015, so it's 10 years old. Damn. Nah, yeah. I didn't. You know what? COVID really fucked up my time. Because in reality, I still feel like I got this computer like 4 years ago. And it's not. It's been 10 years. That's fucking crazy. Oh my god. I don't know what to fucking feel about that, cuz I don't know what to feel about that. But anyway, like I said, y'all, join me in practicing having more autonomy over yourself, all right? Join me in practicing understanding that people's issue with you is literally their own personal issue with yourself. It has nothing to do with you, and it will never have anything to do with you, right? You figure out who you are, you figure out how much autonomy you would like to have over yourself, and you enact that autonomy. And you enact that privilege. You